Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're gonna start shortly. This is going to be a rather quick stream. Well, we'll just basically see what Dendroid weapon is all about. Okay, so let's just jump into the game. Right, so let's quickly read a description of the weapon for those of you who do not follow official Discord and don't know what this weapon does. I put it in a fan mail so you have the chance to read it before you join, but anyway, let's read it through. Okay, so this is a free weapon. Obviously you just need the iris shield tokens, which you can obtain through different means in the game. And when you awaken the weapon on Dendroid, hello Ivica, it gives you a skill called ARP or Real Armor. It grants Dendroid Guard and random Rampart unit a 10% increase to unit damage reduction and a shield equal to 10% of max HP, which works very well with the whole Rampart formation. The more the shields, the better the team is overall. Hello Richie. So at 1 star, the weapon increases Dendroid Guard HP by 20% and unit damage reduction by 10%. So far so good, everything that a defensive unit needs. At 2 star, increases Dendroid Guard base death by 50 each time a Rampart unit is deployed, another defensive stat. So let's go, so base death, okay, if we go to the stats, you got defense here, okay, and yeah, so the base stats does as 4498. Okay, so I think that's basically it, unless it's unit depth. No, it's going to be the one above here. Okay, so that will be that. Okay, so that increases that for every Rampart unit. And this is why I'll try to run a little bit more Rampart oriented formation today. Okay, so at 3 star, another skill, Deep Roots, and Dendroid Guard buries its roots deep underground, increasing their own unit damage reduction by 15% and dealing damage equal to 2% of max HP to enemy units in a large range every second, and recovering 1% of all max HP every second for 10 seconds, during which Dendroid Guard will be unable to move. Okay, so another defensive thing. Okay, this is well like a defensive unit getting defensive buffs. Increase Dendroid guard tenacity by 200 at 4 star, pretty decent. And at 5 stars, when Dendroid Guard gains a shield, increases own attack speed by 10% and death by 2 for 4 seconds. Stacks up to 20 times. How to pass the pyramid? What pyramid axe? At 6 star, each time Dendroid Guard uses a normal attack, there is a 12% chance that the attack will steal 3% of the target's unit damage reduction and 3% of their defense. Stacks up to 10 times. Also increases Dendroid Guard's tenacity by 15 and dodge by 20 every 10 seconds. So that is quite interesting. It steals and it takes and it adds up to your own. Okay, I think that's how it works. Okay, there's 12% chance that attack will steal 3% of the target unit damage reduction and 3% of the defense. So you'll want to put Dendroid against strong tanks like Dragon Golem and Venom Spoon. Okay, you can get up to 10 stacks, and it increases dodge every 10 seconds. Okay, so that's quite interesting. It seems very strong. Okay, it should make Dendroid quite tanky, and the formation I'll be testing will be against Naga. As always, when I test the tank, I want to see the difference against Naga, and I'll put him against Dragon Golem as well to see how much we actually steal. Okay, how much of an impact the 6 star skill will do. Right, so this is what I'll be playing. It's a very basic formation. Okay, nothing fancy. Same on both sides. But I'm not testing the power of gem and the formation. I'm just testing how this weapon works. So let's jump straight into the game. Yeah, if you mean Pyramid as Chronicles, I don't even play that mod. Just too time consuming. I barely even have time to play Era of Chaos right now because I'm playing other games, which I enjoy a little bit more. Right, so let's just rewind. Okay, this is with no stats whatsoever, and as you can see, the droid is okay. He's dead now. Okay, this is what we want to see for an event of 5 epochs. Yeah, so I'm not doing that axe. Well, I'm not playing that. There's a good There's a good guide on Wiki, official Wiki. You can look it up. Tailwind has done the work. Okay, basically he tells you all these events and stuff like that. So Dendroid lasted 44 seconds. Okay, this is what we measure. Now we're gonna increase the stats of the weapon. Okay, so that's going to be quite a lot of extra HP and some unit damage reduction as well. So yeah, see, when it comes to these Chronicles, I only done it once. I got to like chapter 5, I lost, and I said I'm not gonna do it again. Okay, this is one of the most boring events because it's repetitive and it all depends on the luck, really. So I said, yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time on it while I got other things to do, and I've been really busy this week. So yeah. Okay, so we increase the stats. Now let's go 100 levels. I believe this is what I'll do. I use Jam as my third team, and it's run basically all of that without Judy. So the more I make these rampart units, the stronger I make them, the better for me. So it will be a good investment for me. Oh yeah, I didn't translate that. Let me just translate what you wrote down. While the fight commences. Oh, okay, so basically that's what you wrote, yeah. Okay, so 44 seconds against the whole fight, okay? So that's already a big improvement, okay, just from the stats, guys. Well, let's play that fight again. That's a big difference. There's a huge difference. Okay, I want to see what happened, why the fight finished as it finished. Okay, Dendroid was unbeatable. Obviously, he's got dwarf buff here. As you can see, he's enlarged, so that helps a lot. Centaur just dies, and that's a maxed out weapon on the Centaur. Oh, is it? I'm not even sure if I invested in that weapon on the test server. I think I still have to test that weapon, so that's why it died. Okay. Yeah, I'm so behind on these weapon tests, guys. We'll get them going, but I don't have time. My daughter is very moody today. I was very close to actually not even streaming today. Because that's how she's been all week, basically. She was really moody. I didn't have time on top of these exams and the presentation I had to prepare, stuff like that. It's quite busy. Okay, so as you can see, Dendroid is against Naga. Okay, he is against Naga, and we've seen so many units fall against Naga. Okay, even Black Dragon had hard time surviving, but look at that. Okay, and this is just from increasing the stats. Okay, I'm just gonna rewind. Okay, and as you can see here, Mantis is tanking the bottom line. There's no tank on the bottom line, he's just tanking them too, okay, and he's winning against that. So as you can see, that's huge, okay, just stats, okay, so important. Stats will be important. Look at the Mantis damage, guys. Okay, so I think this is going to be a quite interesting buff. Okay, let's see if this weapon upgrades will allow Gem to actually win. But as you can see, it's already working just from stats. Okay, so it tells you these stats are rather important on that weapon. So get ready to max the Dendroid out. Okay, obviously it might be a different RNG, and as you can see, I didn't put Giant on that line. I'm gonna switch the lines. I'll put Giant on the line with Naga. Okay, if he survives that fight, okay, I'm just gonna switch places with Naga. Sorry, with these two units, because they don't do damage, obviously. Okay, well, look at Naga's HP, it's going down. That's thanks to the backlane here. Boom, that's nice. Okay guys, this is nice, and this is rather cheap setup on a gem. Okay, so obviously it works. This weapon is quite good. Right, but yeah, I didn't think that through. Okay, let's put more damage on that side. Let's do it that way. Obviously, this fight will be much different now, okay, as we change the seed. But I'm quite happy about what has happened so far. Okay, so just stat increase, and we were able to turn 57 seconds lost fight into a won fight. But obviously, now when there's more damage, and this is what I want to test. Okay, so this fight is looking different now. It's all thanks to the positioning. Again, very important in this game. So Dendroid survived 46 seconds. That's fine. Okay, so let's go from that. 46 seconds. Let's upgrade the weapon. Okay, so he is against a kill lane, a proper kill lane now. Okay, maybe I got excited too quick. Okay, so increasing his HP and damage reduction as well. So a good buff overall, and it's rather cheap. Doesn't cost you any void mithril, so definitely worth getting it if you're playing Rampart, or even if you don't play Rampart but play some free-to-play formation, might be worth getting. Okay, so just a little bit more defensive stats on Dendroid, which used to be a very strong tank. Obviously, is out. The Centaur with the weapon is outperforming it. As if you just said, I don't have the weapon on the test server. Okay, I still have to test it. Okay, so 46 seconds, very similar result, not much of a difference. And if we got time, maybe I'll do the center weapon as well, because I'm going to do it rather quickly. Okay, just want to see the stats, want to see the difference it makes. Okay, so let's go more defense for every rampart unit. Okay, so obviously we won't be able to see the difference here, but it will be the difference in the game while we actually fight. Okay, let's go with it. Yeah, as I said before, I didn't really have much time to play this week. I even forgot to start Guild War. Okay, so as well, basically, I thought I thought I signed up my guild for the war, but sadly, no. I just logged in on Saturday, yesterday, to play it, and I'm like, oh, I can't play it. What's wrong? And the guys told me, oh, we didn't sign. I'm like, oh, god damn it, guys, I forgot. Apologize. My apologies for that. Yeah, so 46 seconds was the previous one. Let's go with 62. Okay, so that's quite nice. That's 20 seconds longer. That's impressive against Naga. Oh, sorry. And Giant, obviously Giant does quite a lot of damage to single target, to 1-man units as well. Okay, it's HP percentage. Okay, so now we're getting a new skill. Okay, so he is going to root himself. He will be unable to move, but he's going to have more damage reduction and as well as doing 2% of max HP damage to the enemy, which is basically the tanks. Okay, because he will be fighting against the tanks on the enemy team. Okay, so 62 seconds was the previous score to beat. And yeah, if we do it quick, I'll do the Centaur as well. We'll see how this team actually becomes stronger and stronger. On the global, I have a maxed out Centaur weapon. I didn't wait for the test because, as I said, I'm running Rampart as a third team, and there's really nothing I can put as a defensive unit because I'm using Dragon Golem in my main and I'm using Venom Spawn in my secondary team. So yeah. Okay, so he's still dying. at this point. Naga is still unstoppable. So that gives us like 2 seconds, okay, so that's not the greatest, okay, but so far 20 seconds survival increase. No, I don't think Crocalif. I have other plans for my diamonds. I'm actually not spending that much anymore on the game. As I said, I'm playing other games, and that's where most of my money going at the moment. Cool. I spent quite a lot of money today on the game, so and yesterday, so yeah, I'll need to save diamonds for Sister, I need to save diamonds for Up the Lord, and I need to save diamonds for Play Dancer if he is going to be okay. So this is my goals, and as I'm not a heavy spender, I have limited resources really, so basically I was able to get 4 ultra rare units, well 4 commanders. So I think I'll be able to get 4 champions as well. So this is my priority at the moment. Okay, so 4, and I have my eyes on 3 so far, so I need to be really careful with what I'm buying. And Void Mithril is probably the best investment at the moment, as you know. I run Devil, but I didn't invest in his weapon at all. Like really, no investment in the weapon whatsoever, because I need Void Mithril for my units, for my main units in my Astral formation. As you know, there's Paladin, Angel, Giant weapons that are still to be released. Okay, so that's interesting. The Trent, well, the Dendroid survived the whole fight, so we're back to square one when he was against the weak kill lane. Now he's against the proper one, and the fight just finished. That's interesting, but let's give it another go. Okay, let's just quickly change the scene. Okay, I'm just gonna switch places here just to make sure. Yep. I just change these places to see if it's actually just one off or is it going to be consistent. Okay, because obviously I don't want to do like 10 tests, guys. Okay, so as you can see, it's one off. Okay, different city. Okay, so it's, you can't take this for granted that it's gonna happen all the time, and this is where the weapon becomes so good. Obviously 47 seconds tells you it's all RNG. Okay, you can think something is working because you won a couple fights, but then you get this one fight and you lose. Yeah, but obviously in the previous scenario it works. Okay, it gives you a lot. Okay, you are able to win, so it tells you that this weapon actually works. Okay, you can win. You can win fights if RNG is on your side. Okay, now we got another defense. Okay, the longer the fight goes, the more stacks it's going to have, so obviously quite good. And as I said before, I didn't have time to prepare the way I would like to prepare for the stream. But I still want to give you guys the diamonds, so I'll just do one quick easy question, and 5 of you will get the diamonds, obviously. So it's not going to be hard, right? And as I have 1 hour, I'll just probably do the Centaur weapon as well, guys. So yeah, if we follow this format, okay, this rather quick format, we will be able to test 2 weapons as well. Okay, I'm not recording any data anymore. Okay, so a similar result to the previous one. Yes, as you can see, back then we had 180 seconds as well with this. Okay, well, let's change. Okay, let's change back these 2 units again, just to quickly see what's happened, because obviously if you change the seed, the genie buffs go to different units. That's quite important, and other buffs are being cast because that's a maxed out genie, so she's doing like 2 buffs and stuff like that. Okay, so it's important to keep that in mind as well. So okay, so as you can see, we're doing better than previously. Right, so this works. Okay, 2 scenarios and 2 strong performances on the Dendroid side. So far very happy with the results. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly get it to 6-star. Okay, so this is the interesting one, guys. Okay, this is where he steals. Okay, so he makes enemy tanks weaker while making himself stronger. Okay, so it's just a filler unit, really, the dwarf, because as I said, I wanted to do it with as many units as possible, but dwarfs buffs to the team. As you can see, he is basically an off tank. You don't need angel. Okay, you don't need angel in this setup with gem. Okay, angel is just waste of space, really. Okay, it doesn't do much. Okay, gives you an extra revive, but yeah, he actually buffs. As you see that Dendroid getting bigger and Centaur in that scenario, both of them are getting HP buff. Okay, makes them stronger. So your front line is becoming stronger, and with gem, you will eventually wear your enemies down. So what you need to do is you need to keep your front line alive while the Green Drake assassinates the backline of your enemy, and Mantis shreds just like Naga the offensive units, and then it's only backline units. Okay, this team has a very good synergy because Pegasus also reduces the enemy's damage reduction and stuff. Okay, but obviously it is against Astral with Genie, so there's a lot of healing on that side. But as you can see, Naga's down. So once again, maxed out weapon, and it's doing the works. Okay, he can't die, guys. That guy just doesn't die. Look at that damage. Okay, compared to the Centaur or even dwarves. Okay, actually dwarves obviously because Naga, but they died. Okay, they got shredded really quick. But him, okay, quite good. Let's see. Dragon Golem. Okay. Half of it. So yeah, he can absorb a lot of damage, guys. So that's interesting, and I will say this weapon is worth getting. Okay, it's definitely worth getting. It doesn't cost you much. Okay, if you've been saving these boxes, it's really worth getting that exclusive weapon. Now, as I said, since it was rather quick test, because we only want to see how this weapon performs, let's just do the Centaur. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Hi, have some fun with him. Put him behind dwarf and see how much you can last only with these two. So basically what we want Adrian to do is just that. Oh, I'm gonna have even more fun. I'm gonna do something. Obviously it's gonna change the seed. Oh, you want me to remove the rest? Obviously, yeah, it's gonna reduce his shields, etc. Okay, but yeah, let's do that before we jump into the Pegasus. Okay, so let's see how much he can really tank. Okay, remember I've done that similar test with previous tanks. Okay, I just put 8 DPS units against them. Okay, but right, so what I want to do is, before I do any of the rest of the tests, I want to put all of these units against Dendroid before I remove all of them and just leave Dendroid and the dwarf. I think I got We'll have to see. I think I got Legacy on Dendroid, and I think it's Tournaments on Centaur. Yeah, so he can't tank all of them. If you know what I mean. Okay, let's just see, because I think I put Dwarf before. Yeah, that's the difference. Okay, let's do that. This is what I wanted to test. Yeah, so Adrian, as you can see, if I remove the rest, he will just die. He's dying against the whole team right now. Okay, so 35 seconds. That's how long he can last. Okay, I can kill lane versus kill lane, but with Dendroids. Matthew, what do you mean? Alright, just that against kill lane. That will just let Mantis die, I think, a little quicker than usually. Okay, let's do that, and then we move to the Centaur. So he's down. 38 seconds. So as you can see, positioning and RNG makes a difference. Just swapping one unit really changes the outcome of the game. I saw Centaur last whole 2 minutes against the whole team in Clash of Clans, but it doesn't work on test server. Yeah, it's the test server environment is just so weird. Everything is different, but it is what it is. But yeah, I saw Centaurs like that too. Okay, people are complaining Centaurs are unkillable. Might be true. Okay, let's see what emblems I have on him. Okay, I got that, and I don't need that. I need a different emblem. Okay, let's just get the correct emblems on the Centaur. Okay, hold on, to here. Obviously, I'm not gonna worry about the stats on the Centaur because on the emblems, because we don't have time for that. Just get him to the correct level, same level as every other emblem I have on the tanks. Right, so that's why I run on every tank. And let's play it again. Right, so that's the team. Let's do that fight, and then we are going to start upgrading the weapon as well. Okay, so the hit is different now because we changed the emblems, changed the whole team. Okay, so 75 seconds for Centaur, but obviously we want Centaur against Naga. .30 seconds for Centaur. let's go with the weapon. Okay, let's upgrade the stats. By the way, guys, how is the quality of the stream today? Is it cutting off? Is it laggy like previous week? Because we had some problems last week. Remember, quite a lot of you had issues with stream cutting off or lags and stuff like that. Today I just stream using a stream key instead of being linked to the YouTube, so that's a different method. Yeah, so I'll keep it that way, okay? So there are some cool features you can do if you actually link your account with OBS account with a YouTube account. Like I don't need to like set up a new chat every time I start the stream, because that's what happens when you just use a YouTube key. I need to do a chat from the start, basically, if it makes any sense for you. Otherwise, it's not going to get connected. Yeah, so that's quite a lot of manual things to do before the stream, but let's keep it that way. As long as it works, it's going to be good. Okay. By the way, Adrian, see you still playing Lord of the Rings? Just gave up playing it. It was just taking too much of my time. It's a really good game, but eventually, when you try to be competitive, it's gonna take a lot of your free time. Okay, so massive shock. A massive shock wave is created when the Centaur finishes casting Battle Storm, slowing enemies in the shockwave's range and decreasing unit damage by 15. So that's a debuff for enemy team. Right, so good luck with that. Okay, hopefully you'll be able to kick some butt this time round, because as I remember, they kicked. Oh, nice. Yeah, but game is great, guys. Okay, the Lord of the Rings war game is great. It's not as heavy pay to win as other games, okay? And it resets, the progress resets every season, which is quite interesting. You start from scratch, okay? The only thing that stays is your heroes and your artifacts, okay? Everything else is being reset, so it actually encourages you to fight and lose your troops instead of just hoarding them. Okay, so the fight is a draw again, okay? But Centaur dies in 30 seconds. Yeah, I can't play when I work, so I'm avoiding games like that for the future. I tried this 7 Nights 2 game. Okay, I played one day, like, I played like whole day, and then I just gave up because it got to me. No, this game is gonna take even more time. Training war. Okay, let's awaken the weapon. We awaken the weapon. Let's go with one start. Let's start with Battle Centaur grants all friendly front row units a shield. Okay, so that's huge. Every shield increases the damage and benefits of Mantis. So every shield makes Mantis stronger. This is why you want as many shields as possible. Okay, but he still dies. Well, he died in 30 seconds previously. Let's see how long it took this time around. Because even though this team can't, well, it's not losing anymore, we are still trying that. Yeah, that's see, that's the thing with the test server. I'm back to Halloween. So yeah, 38 seconds. Okay, as you can see, I got Halloween event happening just now. So this is why you guys, what you see on that screen, usually just don't think about it. Sometimes I'm dated back to the previous year. So you can see event, you're gonna think, oh, it's a new event, but it's actually it's an event that happened like half a year ago. So yeah. Okay, so let's get when Centaur gain a shield, increases the depth by 20% for 10 seconds. Oops, hopefully no spoilers. Yeah, so it's a crazy time rewind. Okay, so I think that was the longest the Centaur has survived so far. $70. Okay, so that is a big improvement. That's like twice the time, so I'm happy about it. And as I said before, I already have that weapon at 6-star. I didn't even test it because I believe these two units, both Dendroid and Centaur, will be the mandatory tanks for Rampart for a long time. Okay, so Massive Shock extends the duration by 10 seconds and deals damage to enemy units equal to 8% of own attack every 5 seconds. Okay, so this is the difference between Dendroid and Centaur so far. Centaur is more offensive oriented when it comes to his weapon. His weapon boosts his offensive capabilities, which is but still boosts all the stats and gives some defense. Okay, 3-star, as you could see, made a difference. Okay, if the unit can survive twice that much, you can only focus on these back units. Okay, you can replace this druid with dark elemental, and this fight will be different. Okay, I just put that druid because I wanted to focus on as many Rampart units as possible. Yeah, as you can see, the fight is still the advantage on the Rampart side. So that's good indicator. Okay, 57 seconds, so a little bit less because obviously RNG. Nothing you can do about that. Let's just keep upgrading this weapon. Okay, so we're going to 4-star. Increases in HP by 10% each time a Rampart unit is deployed. So obviously we won't be able to track that in stats. Okay, but the game, it is going to be a lot of HP because we're running only 2 non-Rampart units. So 60% HP increase. As you can see, I only ran. Oh, apologies. I only ran 1. Okay, so that's a 70% increase. 78 seconds. So that's still an improvement compared to the previous ones. The previous one was just like barely 70. Okay, so definitely worth investing into. Okay, but that's the thing. If you have 2 of them to invest at the same time, it will be hard. But if you've invested in that weapon already, there's only Dendroid. Right now, the information seems to be mostly friendly or but it doesn't need you to buy diamonds. Exactly. And this is what most of the guys will be looking for. So if you have a chance to get gem through Lucky Snatch, if you somehow manage to save these diamonds and instead of investing into units, you invest into the hero, why not? Okay, it's really cheap formation. This is why it's good for being a third team formation as well. Right, so 5-star increases central unit damage reduction by 3% each time a Rampart unit is deployed. So 3 times 7, 21%. And this is also the reason why I choose Rampart as my third team, because I can play that. Well, the only problem is that unit, okay? This is something that I need to replace it with, but there will be different units coming out, and sooner or later you'll be playing like 6 faction units in a formation with only 2 additional ones, and Rampart seems right for that. Obviously, as you know, guys, I don't follow China's meta, so don't take my words for everything, but I know that Gem was never like top tier, but we got different meta. Well, the meta is very similar, but we got different emblems that can change the meta. As you can see, Dark Elemental is making a huge impact on the game, okay? Even Grim Reaper with Path of Assassin emblems is doing a lot of damage. And I'm not sure if any of you main the Necropolis, but I would like to know if it's similar to what my test showed. Okay, 180 seconds. That's a huge difference. Look at that. 98%, oh sorry, 88% of total damage taken has been done to Centaur. That is huge. Okay, so this is probably, as I said, RNG being RNG, but this is probably the break point over here. Now, Crashing Storm immediately casts Crashing Storm when Centaur gains a shield, dealing damage equal to 100% to enemies in range and stunning slowed enemies for 1 to 3 seconds. So that's good crowd control skill. Wow, Richie, that is huge, and I wouldn't play Sandro, truth to be told. I would be playing something else, but I know it's really hard to, if you've been maining Sandro, it's really hard to spend all your scrolls for human Sandro or even Lohard, because they buffed Lohard, well, they changed Lohard, okay? They changed his specializations and other skills as well, so he's more Grim Reaper oriented, which is quite interesting. I got Lohard, but he's only 2 stars as I dropped Necropolis ages ago. I was maining Necropolis when obviously Necropolis was like top tier. Well, Sandro was first paid hero, really? I think it was Sandro or someone, yeah. I used Grim Reaper in Dragon Mutare team instead of Red Dragon. And how is it, Nari? Did you get it to 6 star? Yeah, guys, so definitely weapon for Centaur works wonders, okay? Previously it was 88% of total team damage taken. Now right now it's 70 because obviously Naga died earlier. So right, so both of these weapons are probably the best tank weapons available. They synergize very well with the free or even paid formation of gem. This is my opinion about it, guys. And this is why, as I said, I did invest into that weapon already before even testing it, because I knew it will be worth it. Well, it will be something that I'll be using anyway, so why not just invest into it? It's only free, but far better than the Red Dragon. Not to mention, can be positioned anywhere. Yes, so you can even. That's a really good unit and good point now. Right, guys. So as I said before, this will be as finished with the stream. However, there will be one question. Okay. One easy question, 5 winners, and we all go to do whatever we want. Okay, guys. So my question is, which faction does Dendroid belong to? Right, that was pretty simple. The first correct answer was Nari. Don't worry, Nari, if you butchered the spelling Rampart. I know what you mean, it's Rampart, okay? So that's our first winner. Okay, Nari, just to confirm, EU 112. That's your server. Then we got Richie, and Richie plays on EU 33 server. The third, oh sorry, Ivica was the second one. Ivica plays on EU 48 server. So that's the three winners. Adrian C is the next one. Okay, let me just find Adrian. Didn't win in ages. Okay, last time you won, Adrian, was 17th of October. And you play on EU 89 server. And last, okay, so we got Nari, we got Ivica, Richie, Adrian. Then it's second time Nari just corrected her spelling, but that's fine. I don't mind spelling when I don't actually set the questions like, you know, on screen. And then we got Drabble 77. Okay, so Drabble 77. I don't think I got your ID anywhere. Yes, Drabble, I will need your ID. Okay, so you're the fifth winner. Congratulations to all the winners, guys. I'll just need Drabble's ID and the server you're playing. So basically what you do is you log into the game, you copy the ID from here, paste it on the chat, as well as right, I got it, EU 112. I always have to change the chat from top to light because whenever someone gives me this info, it just gets ignored by YouTube. YouTube takes your like server and ID number as a spam, and this is why I don't know why really, but they think it's a spam. Okay, so Drabble EU 112 server, and so basically same server as Nari. So you guys are server friends, hopefully. No enemies. Right, guys, so thank you for staying with me. I'll try to get through all these weapons as yeah, Drabble, thank you. I'll try to get through these weapons as quick as possible so we can be back on track, basically. Because yeah, as you know, it's like a weapon every week and it's hard to keep up with it. Yeah, so basically this is it, guys, and I'll see you next week. Okay, yeah, next week I'll obviously try to, as I said before, I'll try to put a poll where you guys decide what to test, unless there's an interesting weapon, just like a Dendroid weapon coming out, then obviously we're gonna do that. Right, so thank you for staying with me, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.